She is the author, producer, and writer of Cinemax's new The Sex Chronicles, coming on Friday at 12 o'clock midnight. Ooh, spicy. She now adds to her credits producer and what I would call a superwoman. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and viewers of the April Jones Show, I give you Zane.
Wow, what an introduction.
I cut some of it out because I didn't want to be long.
I've had one like that before.
Zane, tell me where it comes from.
I'm really inspired by life itself. Like most writers, I'm very observant. I observe a lot of people, what they're going through, what their issues are, and I just really take it from there. All of my books are like almost like children to me. Tell
us what you're most proud of. I know that you have a million awards and accolades. One thing that I didn't mention in your credits was your NAACP Image Award. But tell us what you're most proud of.
Well, honestly, if I had to say what I was most proud of, I would say I'm most proud of my children.
Come on.
When it comes to life itself, definitely my children. They are my motivation for everything that I do. And if I can benefit them some way with my knowledge of what I've learned and save them from having to go through certain things, that's what's most important to me in life, is being a mother. Professionally, I think that what I would have to say that I'm most proud of, while I'm glad that I have all the awards, and winning an NAACP award was a great thing, particularly for the particular book it was won for, because I really wanted to get that message out. I would have to say what I'm most proud of is the fact that I am able to make other people's dreams come true. When it comes to publishing, being that I publish more than 60 other authors, or when it comes to being executive producer along with Suzanne DePass of Zane's Sex Chronicles, because it's an opportunity to give new actors and actresses, you know, who haven't been able to get that breakout role, a chance to do that.
You give a voice to those who otherwise would not have a voice, like the very controversial Dante Moore that we spoke about.
Right, right.
What is it in you that drives you or pushes you to do that?
I believe that all the books that I publish, that while I may not agree with everything that's in the books, I do know that there are people out there who do and who can benefit from the book somehow. And therefore, there are a lot of publishers who, if they can't relate to the material, if they haven't experienced it, they will reject the book. But then what ends up happening is they're basically publishing the same book over and over again.
And the same opinion.
And the same opinion over and over again. With me, that's why I publish a wide range of books, from nonfiction and fiction, memoirs of different things people have been through, all different types of genres of books, gay and lesbian fiction, everything. And I even edited Purple Panties myself, you know. So I believe that everyone deserves a voice, and I believe that there's a market for just about every book.
You are freeing millions of women just by allowing the subjects to come out that you allowed to come out. And I think we're so quick to judge, but don't forget about the freedom side of it. We have the right to express ourselves any way that we want to express ourselves. And if that means having wild sex, then hooray for you if that means you're happy.
And I think when I first did my first tour, I think what surprised everybody the most was how normal I actually looked. They were expecting something totally different. And in fact, I would joke about it when I went on tour. I would walk into a room full of hundreds, you know, of women, and I would hear this gasp go over, and I would go to them, it's like, yes, okay, I know I'm normal. You know, because they're so surprised. But it made them feel so comfortable, you know, A, talking to me, and B, with their own sexuality, because it's like, okay, you know, she's just like me.
She looks like me.
She looks like me. You know, she's a mother. She's, you know, everything just like I am. But yet she's saying it's okay for me to have this other side of me and to release it.
How does your parents and their background, what bearing does that have on you?
Well, it has a huge bearing on me. Yes, both my parents are educators, and my father is a theologian. And just like most children, I respect my parents very, very much and want to make them proud of me. And actually, they are. They're both very,
They
very
should
proud of what I'm doing. And even though my father is a theologian, he understands that people do have sex in their lifetime, the majority of them. And he also understands that there's a lot of confusion,
be.
you know, with people when it comes to their sexuality and their spirituality.
Come on. You know, I called my mom once. I was listening to this pastor on television. I won't name the channel because it might give it away. But he said that men and women shouldn't, he was talking about married folks now, shouldn't have oral sex for whatever reason. And it bothered me so bad because I knew I was guilty. So I called my mom, who is a minister, and I said, Mom, is it wrong for me to have oral sex with my husband? And she said, what goes on in a man and woman's bedroom
is their business.
It's their business, and it's sacred. It's between them and the Lord.
Exactly.
And I went on with my oral sex, you know, and it worked out for me. You know? I got a happy husband. But I think that it's so easy for people to twist information and to say that, you know, you can't be a spiritual woman and still have a sexual life. And I just disagree.
You said it perfectly when you said twist information. Everybody has a different interpretation of the Bible.
That's right.
Even the Ku Klux Klan uses the Bible to justify what they do. So my whole thing is this: people need to realize, it's amazing to me that when people say, oh, I have no right to judge anybody, that's exactly what they do. You know, they always say, oh, well, you can only be judged by a higher power, but yet they set about intentionally trying to judge other people and what people do. And that's not up for them to decide that.
Said judge, not least you be
I mean,
judged.
I know, you know, being the queen of sex, queen of erotica, whatever, there's no way somebody can tell me I'm not a spiritual person. I believed in God my entire life.
Come on now.
So there's no one that can judge me on that, can try to object to what I'm saying, everything, because they don't know anything about my relationship with God.
That's right. Speak, sister.
So, I mean, they can say whatever they want to say, but, you know, they have no right to judge me. And they have no right to judge what other people do with their lives.
I am just in awe of the woman that's sitting before me. We'll be right back.
She's my motivation.